Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. In this video, we will talk about the optical fiber and its application in telecommunication and broadcasting. So what is the meaning of optical fiber? Optical fiber refers to the technology that transmits information as light pulses along a glass or plastic fiber. There is two types of optical fiber. The first one is single-mode fiber. Single-mode fiber is used for longer distance due to the smaller diameter of the glass fiber core. This smaller diameter lessens the possibility for attenuation, which is a reduction in signal strength. The smaller opening isolates the light into a single beam, offering a more direct route and enabling the signal to travel a longer distance. Single-mode fiber also has a considerably higher bandwidth than multi-mode fiber. The light source used for single-mode fiber is typically a laser. Single-mode fiber is usually more expensive, as it requires precise calculation to produce the laser light in a smaller opening. The next one is multi-mode fiber. It is used for shorter distance because the larger core opening enables light signals to bounce and reflect more along the way. The larger diameter permits multiple light pulses to be sent through the cable at one time, which results in more data transmission. This also means there is more possibility for signal loss, reduction, or interference, however. Multi-mode fiber optics typically use an LED to create the light pulse. So, how does optical fiber work? Optical fiber transmit data in the light form of light particles through a fiber optic cable. Each of the glass fiber core and the cladding have a different refractive index that bends incoming light at a certain angle. When the light signals are sent through the fiber optic cable, they reflect off the core and clad in a series of zigzag bounces, losing very little of its intensity as it travels, following a process called total internal reflection. The light signals traveling slower than the speed of light because of the denser glass layer. To renew or boost the signal throughout its journey, fiber optic transmission sometimes require repeater at distant intervals. This repeater regenerates the optical signal by converting it to an electrical signal, processing that electrical signal and retransmitting the optical signal.
Fiber optic cables find many uses in a wide variety of industries and applications. So right now, I want to talk about the application of optical fiber in telecommunication. Do you know the telecommunication sector has experienced a transformation due to the fiber optic connection? Besides, it has established a strong presence within the data networking industry. Fiber has made it possible to establish telecommunication links over much greater distance with much lower levels of transmission medium loss. Moreover, in many telecommunication companies, fiber optic commonly used in telecommunication service, such as telephone signal transmission, where the signal will be converted into audible sounds in the receiver. This is how you can hear your voice through the telephone. In addition, it is also used in the internet communication. It is another way for people to connect with each other within minutes. For example, by using the application of WhatsApp, Telegram, and email. In fact, fiber optic used in cable television signal transmission as well. How do you guys think do fiber optic communication works on telecommunication? It starts with the process by transmit a signal in the form of light from one place to another. It means that the signal transmitted in optical fiber is converted from the electrical signal into the light, and at the receiving end, it is converted back into the electrical signal from the light. The data sent can be in the form of audio, video, and telemetry data. This is the interesting part. Have you guys ever think why we use light signal? Well, light or laser light is used for the optical fiber communication because the laser light is a single wavelength light source, so it will produce a single powerful beam. If we use other light signals such as sunlight or bulb light, it have many wavelength of light source and will produce very less powerful beam. So, from here I can say that less dispersion will transmitting more number of signal and consuming less time make the light a good source for communication in telecommunication. For your information, the fiber wire have replaced the copper wire as transmission cable since it has more advantage. Let's look at what are the benefits of using optical fiber in telecommunication. The first advantage is it can secure communication, and of course, this is the most concern things since there is a large amount of data need to be transferred between billions devices connected. The optical fiber are very difficult to hack, and hacking it without being detected is impossible. It means that any attempt to penetrate glass cable will cause light leakage, which in turn will cause a noticeable degradation in communication. Another advantage is optic fiber do not suffer from any interference pickup that occur with copper cable. Fiber optic are immune to problems that arise with electrical cable, and it can be installed anywhere, whether it is underwater or at high temperature, and it do not have electromagnetic interference, resulting in no data loss due to interference.
We know that optical fiber is the thin strand of glass, and the core uses of optical fiber include the transmission of information in the form of light. The use of optical fiber has generally proved to be beneficial compared to the traditional use of metallic wires. So, what are the uses of optical fiber in the broadcasting? Optical fiber cables are employed to transmit television signals which have greater speed and bandwidth. Optical fiber is much cheaper than the same size copper wires. These cables are used to transmit high-definition television signals which have greater bandwidth and speed. Optical fiber is cheaper compared to the same quantity of copper wires. Broadcasting companies use optical fiber for wiring HDTV, CATV, video on demand, audio system, broadcasting studio, and many applications more. Okay, now let's jump to the most interesting part, which is three unique benefits of fiber optic cable. First, fiber support very high bandwidth level. Optical fiber has more bandwidth than conventional copper cables. They can reach speed beyond 10 Gbps. Therefore, optical fiber can carry much more data than copper. Second, fiber is intrinsically safe. Because electricity isn't involved with transferring data, because data is transferred via light. Therefore, the benefits of fiber include the fact that it's safe to handle. And third, fiber is immune to electromagnetic interference. Placing lot of electronic cables which carry electric currents in a dense environment can create crosstalk between cables, which can cause performance issues and data transmission interruptions. Fiber cables, however, don't produce electromagnetic interference. They are impacted by electromagnetic interference either. You can deploy them right next to the industrial equipment without worry. Last but not least, what I can conclude for the whole topic is that fiber optic cable has both advantage and disadvantage. However, in the long run term, optical fiber will replace copper. In today's network, fiber optic cable becomes more popular than before, and it is widely used. So let's looking forward for what happens in the future about fiber optic cable. Thank you.